The irony is painful. While our physical world is being stripped and scarred, our digital world grows endlessly. We are building archives of forests instead of protecting the forests themselves. We are capturing images of endangered species while failing to protect their habitats. It's as if we are documenting the end of things instead of preventing it. Every day, millions of photos and videos of wildfires, droughts, floods, and melting ice caps are uploaded and shared. We scroll past them, maybe pausing for a moment to feel shocked or sad, then move on to the next big thing. Meanwhile, the problems themselves keep growing. It's like standing in a burning house while recording the flames instead of reaching for water. So, when we talk about creating effective online content about the environment, maybe the conversation needs to shift. Maybe it's not just about making something aesthetically pleasing or shareable, but about closing the gap between seeing and doing. How do we do that? We often assume that if we just show enough dramatic images, a starving polar bear, a raging wildfire, a beach covered in trash, people will automatically be moved to act. And yes, sometimes that works. A powerful photo can break through the noise and inspire change. But more often, it has the opposite effect. The more images of disaster we see, the more numb we become. Psychologists call this compassion fatigue. Instead of motivating us, the endless stream of devastation creates quiet despair. It leaves us feeling small and powerless, convinced that nothing we do will matter. This is why effective environmental storytelling online needs balance. It can't just be about doom. If all we see is destruction, we start to believe that the story is already over, that there is no point in trying. People need to see what can still be saved. They need proof that change is possible. Consider the difference between a post that says, "The Amazon is dying," and one that says, "Here's how local communities are bringing parts of the Amazon back to life, and how you can help." The first statement leaves you frozen. The second gives you a role to play. It transforms you from a passive observer into an active participant. It sparks hope, and hope is far more powerful than despair. This principle applies not only to environmental content, but to almost everything we encounter online. Whether it's politics, education, or social issues, there's a flood of information, but very little transformation. Content alone doesn't create change. What matters is whether that content bridges the gap between awareness and action. For environmental creators, this means thinking carefully about what kind of message they're sending. It's not enough to say, "Look at this problem." The real challenge is to say, "Here's how you can be part of the solution." It's about showing people the next step, however small, and making it clear that their choices matter. Imagine an online space filled not just with warnings, but with possibilities. Instead of endless posts about dying oceans, there are stories about communities cleaning up beaches and restoring coral reefs. Instead of videos that make you feel hopeless, there are videos that teach you how to compost, reduce waste, or support organizations making a difference. This doesn't mean ignoring the urgency of our environmental crises. It means presenting that urgency alongside agency. Doom wakes people up. Hope keeps them moving. The two must work together. Because ultimately, a screen should not be the end of the story. Watching a video, liking a post, even sharing it, these are just starting points. The real measure of effective environmental content is what happens after someone closes the app. Did it inspire them to change a habit, volunteer, donate, vote differently, or simply pay closer attention to the world around them? The environment doesn't need more awareness alone. It needs action. And for action to happen, people must believe their actions matter. The stories we tell online shape that belief. If we keep showing only what's broken, we risk convincing people that the damage is permanent. But if we show what's still whole and what's being healed, we remind them that the story is not finished. The planet's future won't be decided by a single image or post, but every piece of content has the potential to shift someone's perspective, to turn passive concern into meaningful action. That is the power and the responsibility of creating truly effective environmental content.